Um, After we're done with the pizza area, okay, I had this. This is what we had a challenge initially with. So we can run this. Can run that. Say 12. Anyway, we can do the next example of doing an area of a rectangle. Before we get to doing an area of a rectangle, let's get something about a function. A function can only return one item. Like a function can only return one item. Our return here was an area. So after all this computation, we had to assign our return to the area. That's what we say. A function can only return one item, not two or more. Yeah. A function that has no return statement. You see, like this one. This one has a return statement. So when it doesn't have a return statement, it returns none, which is like it means there's no value in a function. That means there's no value. In a function, we have return statement. It can appear anywhere. It doesn't have to be at the end. I hope that's clear. And then yeah, these are just it. Return statements in different locations. I'm trying to see. Now, I've just told you something about return statement. That are functions. A function when it doesn't have a return statement. Now, example is this one. I have removed the return statement. When I remove the return statement, this still works, but it doesn't have a return statement, which means the return will be none. Just as shown, which means there's no value of return. The return has not been assigned to any value. That's why the return here is none. Anyway, let's get it back, and then we can run it again. We say 12. That works clear. That works well. Let's continue. Let's do our final example on writing these simple functions. We're going to say area of area of rectangle. So this is where we're going to write our function. As we have said, a function starts with this step. That's the meaning of a function. You can say area of rectangle. This is where parameters go. Okay, we'll get to know what parameters are as we go along. Our next we're going to get to know about parameters. Parameters go in those two. Parameters go in here. Anyways, how do we calculate the area of a rectangle? It's length times width. Length times width. The length is equals to 10. Width is equals to 10. It's equals to 6. So area will be length multiplied by width. Area of a rectangle is length times width. So we now have to return. As we have said, without a return statement, our return will be none. Like it will be there will be no value. So for us to have a return statement, we'll have to return. We'll just return the area we just wrote down. So for us to see that, we just print. We print, then we call the function area. Now it is called calling of the function. Do you love the parentheses? So we say, let's say Python area of rectangle. Let's say yes. So area, we're getting the area 60, which is 10 times 6. We can change this to any value we want, 11. Then when we return this again, we get 66. On this point as well, you can have a user inputting the length and the width. So we'll say int, since we want the user to input a value of integer. We'll say input, opening and closing, then we'll say we put the text here. Input width of the rectangle. Now, so we can say we can use that, and then for width, sorry, this is length, sorry. Then we can also input width. So user will input both, and then we can calculate the. So we're being asked, I've run the code, we've been asked input the length, you can say 5, then input the width 4. Okay, now we're being told 20, now we've said length times width. Now here let's add the text to say the area of the rectangle is. So we'll say the area of the rectangle is. Then we have to put this in opening and closing. Call this parenthesis, right? Then we have the closing. So now you see the, okay, here now I'll take for us to input a string inside what gets inside the function we call it, we're going to use a do we call them speech marks? I don't remember them clearly. But that's how that's the process of writing, how to input string or words before we get the area. Anyway, let's try and see. So we'll say 6, we'll say 5. You see now we're being told down here the area of the rectangle is 30. This is it for this function, and I hope everything is clear. In case anything is not clear, just let me know. And for now, you can call it end of now next we're going to talk about parameters. Parameters are put in here. Now we use them within our source code. Let's do that in the next video. This is it. So okay, before I finish, let me say for the area for a rectangle, a square, a triangle, all of them will just have to change a few things there, and then it works the same. So that's it for a rectangle. Let's meet in the next one.